Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Leverage Capital, where I like to talk about money, credit, investing, anything plaguing today's economy financially. So if you like that type of thing, please like and subscribe to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Biden-Harris administration student debt relief plan explained. Alright, so we're going to be talking about their program, their student loan forgiveness program that Biden announced. I think it was last month, I'm not sure. I think it was last month he came out and announced this. That he's going to be giving up some relief for student loan borrowers. So here I found the article that goes into detail about it. So I'm gonna read through this article, and at the end of the article, after I'm done reading, I'm gonna give you my opinion on it. All right, so let's go through this. The Biden-Harris administration student debt relief plan explained what the program means for you and what comes next. Biden president Vice President Harris. Did I say Biden President? I mean, President Biden, Vice President Harris, and the U.S. Department of Education have announced a three-part plan to help working and middle-class federal student loan borrowers transition back to regular payments as pandemic-related support expires. They're talking about the student loan payment pause, but they've been paused for the past 2 years now. So that's going to expire soon. This plan includes loan forgiveness up to $20,000. Many borrowers and families may be asking themselves, what do I have to do to claim this relief? This page is a resource to answer those questions and more. There will be more details announced in the coming weeks to be notified when the process has officially opened. Sign up at the Department of Education subscription page. You'll have until December 31st, 2023 to apply. And I tried clicking on that link, nothing popped up. The Biden administration student loan debt relief. Part 1. Final extension of the student loan repayment pause. Due to the economic challenges created by the pandemic, the Biden-Harris administration has extended the student loan repayment pause a number of times. Because of this, no one with a federal held loan has had to pay a single dollar in loan payments since President Biden took office. To ensure a smooth transition to repayment and prevent unnecessary defaults, the Biden-Harris administration will extend the pause a final time through December 31st, 2022, with payments resuming in January 2023. All right. So the payments are gonna expire December 31st, and they're gonna resume January 2023. So all right. Do I need to do anything to extend my student loan pause through the end of the year? And they're saying no. That's automatically gonna happen. Part 2: providing targeted debt relief to low and middle income families. To smooth the transition back to repayments and help borrowers at highest risk of delinquencies or defaults once payments resume, the U.S. Department of Education will provide up to $20,000 in debt cancellation to Pell Grant recipients with loans held by the Department of Education, and up to $10,000 in debt cancellation to non-Pell Grant recipients. Borrowers are eligible for the relief if their individual income is less than $125,000 or $250,000 for a household. All right, so that's if you're up to $125,000 single individual income, you qualify, and up to $250,000 for a household of two, husband and wife, jointly income. In addition, borrowers who are employed by nonprofits, the military, or federal, state, tribal, or local governments may be eligible to have all their student loans forgiven through the Public Service Loan Forgiveness (PSLF) program. This is because of time-limited changes that waive certain eligibility criteria in the PSLF program. These temporary changes expire on October 31st, 2022. For more information on eligibility and requirements, go to pslf.gov. So if you want to learn more about that and you're in those types of fields, you want to go onto that website and get more information about how you can get your student loan forgiven. How do I know if I'm eligible for debt cancellation? To be eligible, your annual income must have fallen below 125,000 for individual, or 250,000 for married couples or head of household. If you receive a Pell Grant in college and meet the income threshold, you will be eligible for up to $20,000 in debt cancellation. If you did not receive a Pell Grant in college and meet the income threshold, you will be eligible for up to $10,000 in debt cancellation. All right. So, what does the up to and up to $20,000 or up to $10,000 mean? Your relief is capped at the amount of your outstanding debt. For example, if you're eligible for $20,000 in debt relief but have a balance of $15,000 remaining, you will only receive $15,000 in relief, which makes sense because if you only owe $15,000, well, that wipes your whole debt clean because you're eligible for $20,000. That's if you're a Pell Grant user. All right, and you make under 125,000 single or $250,000 married. What do I need to do in order to receive loan forgiveness? Nearly 8 million borrowers may be eligible to receive relief automatically because relevant income data is already available to the U.S. Department of Education. If the U.S. Department of Education doesn't have your income data, the administration will launch a simple application will be available by early October. All right, so if the Department of Education don't have your information, which they should have, if you're paying any type of student loans with them, they will have your information. But if they don't, they will launch an application that will be available in early October. All right. I will try to have that link in the description for where that application, or at least where you can get the notified of the application going live. So I'll try to have that link in the description along with this article. So if you would like to be notified when the application is open, please sign up at the Department of Education subscription page. So I clicked on that link and nothing pops up. Once a borrower completes the application, they can expect relief within 46 weeks, which is pretty fast. We encourage everyone who is eligible to file the application, but there are 8 million people for whom we have data and whom will get the relief automatically. So like it's saying, if you're already making payments to the Department of Education or you already in their system, you should automatically get this relief. But I wouldn't leave nothing up to chance. I would still fill out the application and make sure you get that relief. All right. Borrowers are advised to apply for before November 15th in order to receive relief before the payment pause expires on December 31st, 2022. All right, so they're advising that everybody fill out the application and apply for the relief before November 15th in order to receive the relief before the pause payment expires on December 31st, 2022. All right, the Department of Education will continue to process applications as they are received, even after the pause expires on December 31st, 2022. All right. What is the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program? The Public Service Loan Forgiveness PSLF program forgives the remaining balance of your federal student loans after 120 payments working full-time for federal, state, tribal, or local government, military, or a qualifying nonprofit. Temporary changes ending on October 31st, 2022 provides flexibility that makes it easier than ever to receive forgiveness by allowing borrowers to receive credit for past periods of repayments that would otherwise not qualify for PSLF. Enrollment on or after November 1st, 2022 will not be eligible for this treatment. We encourage borrowers to sign up today. So you have to sign up for this before I think it said by the end of October. So and then they won't, enrollment after that won't be eligible. So you want to sign up as soon as possible, pretty much the same. And you want to do it before the end of October because in November you won't be eligible. All right. So if you fall under any of those professions, if you know nonprofit or any type of government employee, or you're in the military, anything like that, you want to sign up for this. All right. Make sure you do it before the end of October. All right. Part 3 makes the student loan system more manageable for current and future borrowers. That's the problem, the main problem. All right. Income-based repayment plans have long existed within the U.S. Department of Education. However, the Biden-Harris administration is proposing a rule to create a new income-driven repayment plan that will substantially reduce future monthly payments for lower and middle-income borrowers. All right, the rule would require borrowers to pay no more than 5% of their discretionary income monthly on undergraduate loans. This is down from the 10% available under the most recent income-driven repayment plan. So they're bringing that down. That's good. Raise the amount of income that is considered non-discretionary and therefore is protected from repayment, guaranteeing that no borrower earning under 225% of the federal poverty level, about the annual equivalent of a $15 minimum wage for a single borrower, will have to make a monthly payment. Forgive loan balance after 10 years of payments instead of 20 years for borrowers with loan balances of $20,000 or less, $12,000 or less. Cover the borrower unpaid monthly interest. So that unlike other existing income-driven repayment plans, no borrower's loan balance will grow as long as they make their monthly payments, even when that monthly payment is zero because their income is low. Oh wow! So if you have a zero payment, I mean, you still not have to pay no interest. That's crazy. So that's what they're saying. The Biden-Harris administration is working to quickly implement improvements to student loans. Check back to this page for updates on progress. If you like to be the first to know, sign up for the email updates from the U.S. Department of Education. Oh man, so my thoughts on this. I think this is a great thing. Is it a little bit too late? I think it is. I think this is a political play, but it will help a bunch of people that in need of some student loan relief, because there's a lot of people that's being plagued by student loan debt. It's keeping them from owning homes and building out their life because of this. So I think this is a band-aid to a bigger problem, but it's a band-aid. This is a solution. I have student loans, and this is going to wipe out all those student loans. I think I only have like $6,000 of student loan, less than that. So this is going to wipe that out. But for the people that's $100,000, in debt with student loans, this is just a band-aid. This doesn't really solve their problem because they have massive debt. But it's something that's well welcome. I mean, nobody's gonna snub at it. But I know people that's really frustrated. People that have paid off their loans. They took out those loans and they did the responsible thing and paid it back, and that's great. And bravo and good for you, pat on the back and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this: when people are taking out these loans, who's taking out these loans? Usually it's 18-year-old kids coming out of high school with a lot of pressure on them to succeed. Because we're told, a lot of people are told when we was growing up, oh, the way to success is going to college, right? So to go to college, a lot of people can't afford it unless mommy, daddy pays for it. A lot of people have to take out loans. And so this is how they get into these types of situations, to take out loans to pursue a dream that, was bestowed upon us or driven into our minds, that we need to be successful. To do that, we have to go to college. And at the end of the day, that's not true. Some of the biggest, wealthiest people in the world didn't go to college or dropped out of college. So, a lot of people are in these debts because, it was something that was driven in their minds. And so they took out these loans. 18-year-old taking out $100,000, $200,000. If that's not predatory lending, then what is? That person at an 18-year-old don't even know what the heck they're signing, let alone signing a checkbook, let alone signing paper documents for a massive loan like that. I think it's predatory. I think it was wrong from the beginning. But it's a band-aid to a bigger problem. The problem is the tuition that's being charged by these universities. I think that needs to be solved and looked at more closely. Because at the end of the day, this is not going to solve anything if we can't get the tuition down for the education here in America. If everybody's taking out these massive loans every year, every generation's taking out these massive loans and they can't afford it, then what are they to do? Luckily, now we're in a time of the internet. You know what I'm saying? Now we're at a time that there's a lot of information out there. You can pretty much learn anything online. YouTube has a lot of stuff that you can just tap into if you're trying to learn a certain trade or skill. So I feel like you don't need to go to college unless you're going to be like a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, something that's very vital to the society. I feel like you'd just be okay. You'd be right in line to just go ahead and get a trade. A trade pays pretty well. A trade pays 6 figures. I'm a truck driver. I make very good money. Very good money. So I wouldn't necessarily be quick to tell my kids, oh, go to college. I think that's just a sign for disaster if they're not going for the right reasons and they're not getting a return or ROI on that investment, because that's what that is, an investment. So you want to return on that investment. You know what I'm saying? Because the massive money that you're going to be, putting down or taking out is substantial. So that's the biggest thing that's gonna that's gonna determine your financial situation in your life. So I just think it's like I said, it's a band-aid to a bigger problem. Yes, it's well welcome. I really think it should have been a little bit more, but it's something better than nothing, right? So at the end of the day, I got a thumbs up on that, even though I know it's a political play for the midterms, But I don't think I don't think this is gonna have no bearings or outcome or no bearings on the outcome of that election. I really don't think so. I think people are fed up. I think people are fed up with the way the economy's gone. And they think, they thought, things would be different. I thought things would be different, at least a little bit better. So we'll see how that goes. But as far as this article and what it pertains, I think it's a great thing. I think Biden and Harris are doing something great here, But like I said, it's a bigger problem if we're not addressing the problem with the colleges and these universities and their tuition costs. And so at the end of the day, if we're not addressing that, then we're going to see other generations be plagued by student loan debt and set back a generation. So we need to address those issues first. But I'm all for it at the end of the day. So yeah, I like it. Like I said, I will have this article down in the description if you want to go over it again. But I appreciate anybody that liked this video. Please like and subscribe. And appreciate you, and have a good day. Thank you.